Hey, it's Eric. Thanks for stopping by the channel. You are watching a stock market update for Thursday, May 30th, 2019. We got about 34 minutes before the close, and I want to kind of show this weekly chart sell signal that we got last week. And normally, I mean, these things happen a lot, but is it different this time? And I want to just kind of talk through why I think it's a little bit ominous here, and what for the bulls. I think the bulls are kind of going to have some trouble. And there's a couple things. It's not just this chart, but first of all, we're looking at the weekly chart of the SPY. I'm using the momentum bands. This is a built-in indicator inside Thinkorswim. It's basically a modified Bollinger Band. I'm going to put the modified settings in the description of the video. So if you want to modify your Bollinger Bands to match this, you can do that. And again, I'll just put the settings in the description, so check that out. But basically, last week the market closed below the lower band, and what that does is it sort of tells us there's a little bit of a breakout to the downside. Now, when the bull market was still a bull market, this was often a sign of sort of the buy the dip moment, right? And you can see we had and I'm gonna say the word sell signal. It's not a sell signal. I'm not telling you to sell. I'm just using the word bearish signal or whatever. But you get this sell signal, and previously this was sort of a buy the dip opportunity, right? So this was part like, okay, we've hit the low, look for a reversal. You got a reversal here. And remember, this is a weekly chart. These are weekly candles. You got a massive sell-off this week. This is back in September of 2016, big sell-off week. Then over the next 3 weeks, you staged a little bit of a rally. So you at least got some kind of recovery. Now, the market kind of chopped sideways, but as soon as you broke lower again, these were, sort of buy the dip moments that sort of presented themselves. Again, we're looking at here, April 2017, right? Sell signal, look for the reversal. The dip buyers stepped in. But over the last, let's call it year, you did get the reversal. This was such a massive flush. You did get the reversal, but it actually flushed again. And if we zoom forward over the late last year, October, this is the concerning part to me, is that the market is not recovering. This sell-off the sell signal is not a buy the dip moment necessarily, because the market has not recovered. So not only did the market not recover, now this one wasn't as massive as this one. It's kind of a small shoot lower, but here you can see the market did not recover, and that ended up to be a larger correction. The market moved back up. We had several weeks of gains. We kind of retest the highs. But last week we closed lower, and not only are we not recovering, we're actually selling off a little bit lower. Now, it's still a very headline. We're in a very headline-driven market, so anything can happen tomorrow or over the weekend with trade deals and all these other things going on. But in the meantime, I'm watching this and saying, hey, where are the dip buyers? I do not see them, or at least they haven't shown up yet. The dip buyers are possibly doing something different, which is even worse, which is flooding into TLT, which is a safe haven sort of bond ETF. It's sort of inverse to the market, right? The market fired long on here. This was, after a recovery. Again, sort of pulled back a little bit, but TLT is just continuing to rocket higher. So even though the market, today is trying to find a bottom, it's a little bit choppy here. We are very oversold, so I don't know that I'm going to short the lows here, but even though the market's trying to find a bottom, and if we, the SPY is sort of teetering on, and let me go to a daily chart just so this looks a little normal. So we're trying to find a bottom here. Things like the VIX are down just a little bit. VXX is down just a little bit. But the problem is, for me, for the bulls, is that TLT is super strong, and it looks to be closing the week out on the highs. Again, we have one more day tomorrow. Today's Thursday. But I just wanted to point out that sell signal. But again, I just wanted to point out that weekly chart sell signal. It seems like we need to pay attention to that. I'm considering shorting the rallies, whether with bear call spreads or straight up buying puts, and I look for that smaller time frame. So again, I've got the description of the video packed with resources about these indicators if you want to check that out. Until then, hit subscribe. Please share the video. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you at the next video.